good morning. Well, good day, good evening for you guys, wherever you are. Good afternoon. Hello. Here we are. We're back to do a little more Greedfall with the game of Grandma. I know who I am today. How about you? So, OBS did an update. The auto mixer looks really weird. Still getting used to it. Let me know if something's not working. If you can't hear something, if it's too loud. Because I don't know. So we're gonna give it a shot, and hopefully the blurps and the alerts, and because there's no advanced thing now, I don't know. It's probably there, and I don't know how to find it yet. Don't you just hate it when something gets changed? I'm like, I learned it. I finally learned it, and then you changed it. There's got to be a rule against that. Anyway, here we are, back with Virden. I'm not sure exactly how to say her name, but Virden. Maybe we should just call her V. I was curious on how to solve the quest. Let me get over to the right tab. How to solve the quest that we were working on last time we played, the Dying Forest. As you can see, it is still orange over there, that exclamation point. The final step we need to do is help the hunters. And two of the hunters got trapped. We were able to release one of the traps. Sorry. But the other one we failed at releasing the mechanism. So I did a little internet search, and I couldn't find anywhere where it talked about what you did if your attempt failed the first time. And the other option is to pay the trappers, but the captain chased the trappers off for us. So we can't pay them anymore. I mean, we went to their camp and it was empty. It also said, the research I did also said something about you need to get some healing potions, and we do have one of the potions, the minor healing potion, and another one is some kind of lizard thing that we can get from. It sounded like there's a store in camp, right? That there is something in her village, which makes sense. Or we can try to craft it. So we can buy it or try to craft it. I think it'd be kind of cool to try to figure out how to craft it. So we got some people to talk to. All those little thought bubbles. Speech bubbles. So let's talk to a few people. And then we'll find the craft station. He's fishing. Let's talk to the guy. Maybe we can't talk to him when he's fishing? There we go.
Brust ahawalam qua avel oleg. Asoneon yeunga. Agatoa niloin. Estrexide escrunto. Cienza sen gengedid buid farbaragdis?
So he wants to know if he can help us with anything, and he told the young man to stand up straight.
Es ancam vare de rego que seas da heberoiga nodas.
Ah, es quessa alen. Sag nas fabaragdam. Sag linquid mes meunu. Ja, snenen emveldu redone renau. De heit tesoidem. Neo katasach ene hamsteram. Na frevindu embut anken va robanonem.
And somebody named Gobanon needs some sort of scales, and she's asking them where they might be.
Siendes velo querendent de esin.
Ja, na adenes gorem sag fravinde began. Galunde vlanen smeun.
So she thinks this guy Vlanen took them. Good morning, Alaska.
Na maragen veragtam. Smeun envergate carhe renoigse anevina.
I'm translating.
Fravin gobanon velon me. Es quai now quas de mameuna de elu de renau de heshantan. Es oleum sient radadar versa. Es vel de
I hope you're
adragal
good today.
quasis dorten, no? Aheda, gisla
Wow.
damda oged sadao. Kaharede nilanem est colamtech.
Na broga diern. Es gnad dam.
Basically, they're asking about the guy who might have took the scales, and this guy is saying he really didn't pay attention because he thought this Valon guy was a friend of the Brennan guy, so he wasn't worried about the fact that the Valon guy took the stuff. So we got to go talk to more people. And then while we're looking, we're going to see if we can find those craft tables to see if we can make the potion we need. The thing I still don't understand is how we get the guy out of the trap, because we failed, and everything I found on the internet, and the game's really new, so a lot of people aren't playing it, so there isn't a lot of information on the internet, was like, if you can't, release them, you got to pay the trappers to release them. Trappers are gone now. Speak to him about Vlan.
Deka sonea sonevigi, buddane olgalwi vlani, menoig. Yarend deta doisemen shantan.
So this guy took the scales that they're looking for. For sure it would. I just know a lot of people don't necessarily are able to read the subtitles if they're like on their phone. I've tried to summarize.
Vlan bocht. Es oleg bresh agwel.
That working with the bowels of the earth completed his journey into madness. He says this blonde guy is a bit crazy, apparently.
Minuncian asiart smewin. Toigt essa da ergeu anevenem. Radida damon. Sag aure amembo qued radidech terlondem.
His speech was confusing and he couldn't understand what he was talking about.
El vorkeni ari feshe mar sies. Radidem bo radeder ader goidide. Ad nuidi agui suisi. Adaim em targt me. Naveldu eol marau.
Adloredar. Smeuenem to seed dadugi.
So he said this Valon guy decided he needed to go to this cave of knowledge. And he thought he was a little imbalanced, to say the least. All right. This person.
Björ tirtomad asinit.
Bir tirtomad. Is a kenum already dani?
Do you need any help? Talk about the other hunters.
Mendem radidao dad de heseloiga oil.
Oroigadent. Is madent.
Well, maybe this will help.
Oiregdu tagelion.
Quetsiat. Tielo de taiden morkedon. Nasien credau in vriud betrix.
Kelder noigzegen on oirni on the frasum. Aberdund dau dent var hens yes.
So he's telling her about the iron jaws, the bear traps that caught the folks. One of them will recover quickly.
Quel shedum eduven da varedi e tresi kesim.
Oreden recrimo de ira saras. Ent da haidi agadregao de holei kalan. Sient vrego questei saldani?
Well, let's see. We can ask her about what? What can we ask her about? Hunting and benefits for the village. That's kind of a no-brainer. Her family, your father. Tell me about your father, Luke. No. So we just told her that we found her companions. Two of them are safe, but one still needs help. So if I'm done talking to her, why is it still there? Maybe because I didn't ask about her family? Ask her about hunting benefits. Oh, she's like, why do we go hunting? We've got lots of fish nearby. We only kill the game we need.
Agevenan
We
ya
don't kill the
caído
young animals or the young
Sorry.
females with young
Pueden beto
animals.
mara de sitten. Na vreget samel.
But whatever else is killing the beasts aren't being so careful.
¿Cuál está en?
Es da gwint lanactum. Ad Loreto. Sa caid ma vinunt hanem
My
marag
soul
verde
link had a
qua
lot of
quasen
work to
den
do on
mavel
ritual
tani.
object recently. He's been
Havina
preoccupied of late.
requesenen
We're going to pick up a little quest here, I have a feeling.
Farid fravinen broig dai sitten. Nara did moi quam. Sagvana duem na flana roidue. Aguel samel
I mean, the language is
quandret
beautiful,
quesala.
right? Even if I can't understand it, it's still beautiful. Let's ask about her father.
Es madad selgoig
Oh,
samato.
her father.
Fravin deze?
Did you know her?
Agwanoi daktam. Orgen marag maner kaheselgam. Ahar me dame betrechemen age vedemen. Ukaye selgoi gara menendo. Quid siardar.
Quadabald?
How did he die? Mother never talks about it.
Mother keoleg.
Nos quelse mameuna. Es en heren loani en tavatiram. Sagradue sei on
Mother's heart was broken.
Go exregatem. Sen
A
vedrecham
rabid old creature that had come down from the mountains.
Hendida lergen angom. Toi kendida cosa qua e vigem.
Looks like her dad tried to save the village from this awful creature and died in the process.
A kengedemen da roigite. Esta doise medaiga y al ragdende. Poco grimudari koflande varme betrech. Towita hadirem ka hanguinan in rekachi. Harwigi kragir moderem. Sakrekti de gavarual. Wana raitam da vatiram. Korikenie betrechemen varhas qua hatalemam kavaram.
Eventually, her mother killed the creature that killed her father.
Hadira in seiso santan. Estragme. Now red kasuda hedres de dak siusekte.
And she's sad that Verna's dad, who I'm going to call V, grew up without her father.
Qua awelm seg?
Quawelem seg. Ane these trebar.
Vergei var vorir huisem nuik nami yabud.
So I guess the speech bubble doesn't go away. Maybe. I don't know what would make the speech bubble go away. All right, so we talked to Mev yet? No, we have not talked to Mev yet. Oh, is that a craft table we could use?
Adierna hach.
Auglandaiga, Aida, Esan Kenam da Mauret,
Ask her to repeat her orders.
Esrade, Amaroigade, Etenaisem de Yam Quent Swiss Reena, Aragdis, Ebunedem
We're
Ayaga,
supposed to get out there and find out what's making the villagers sick.
Dam Fis Huis Diran, En Enegoson Siteneg, Sadiu es tu
And what's killing the animals.
Ad Luchtos, Asien de Bi Vedamen, Argadis en Albois Yandawi. Milemen, Aberdisa bien varhas.
I thought we determined that the Imperials or pilgrims or whatever you want to call them were killing all the animals indiscriminately, and that's why they were gone. What does she know about the colonists? Okay, colonists, that's what we'll call them.
Atoy reads taran ole hennesem.
Not insensitive boors like they are.
Mother kahe indredoige ja fragden var he hennesem.
Boelayona, Ikideno, Frangden de Lucht, Imares Varnes, en esem daos seg bledenen, disin. En enie den, quae glendam saer. Sag foshareden, casen samel.
And they settled on the coast and spread like a disease, the people she's referring to.
Kalem, Combenden frason. Atuisiden, da qualui, talemi, and ole en yedem.
Decimated the forest and the animals. And the clans that lived there at the time had to leave.
Es da sad boy en broig da suisigem. Es mesem nas namaent.
And they're just spreading on the island, taking out other areas.
Destroy
their altars and kill their guardians. If I remember correctly from the first one I played, their guardians are very large creatures.
Ane Amsterdam es atent. Sa convenendi non casina qualendi talemem. Es katasach miden samel enoila.
All right.
Es radai ema dregum quanes torten.
Bir tir si oleg.
May the earth carry you always. That's cool.
Nascendu vrego vasi.
Okay.
Fare de hecomarti
What does it look like? A craft center we have available. Because one of the answers that I saw on the internet was you can make some salve, you know, potions and stuff for these people. But I have one of them. I wonder if the map can tell me where the crafting station is. Storeroom. Family home. Oh, maybe that's the craft behind Darren's station there. I see.
Aragdes Shantanu.
Of course, understanding the map. Straight ahead, maybe? I'm so good with maps, you guys.
Og fragden der noiks. Big neg nar. Srengde nab shantan ulmar.
This is your house. You'll find everything you need for your adventures. A bed, a workbench, and your storage chest. A bed to rest. You can spend time here until the time is right to do what you want to do. Rest completely restores your health, action points, and defenses for your entire party. All right. Your chest to store items you don't want or can't take with you. If you find consumables you can't carry, they will be sent to your reserve, like automatically. Fill your consumables to the max you could carry, drawing on the contents of the reserve. The workbench to make most of your talents, craftsmanship to forge or improve your equipment, alchemy for making potions, elixirs, and explosives. Ooh, explosives. Survival to prepare powders, ointments, blades, and coatings. Mechanism to make traps. Maybe it helps undo traps. It does appear to be single player, yes. Although you have companions, but I haven't seen anything that indicates you can control those companions. As far as, you know, somebody else can't come in and play that companion. I do believe it's single. Ask her about her view of the foreigners.
Olan egem emkadid Amsterdam ka urkanem baraidar.
It's such a beautiful game. I was in messing with the graphic settings to work on that loud fan I had last time. And even on the low graphic settings, it's still beautiful. Ugly tower. She's saying the area where they built their fort used to be beautiful, and her father liked to hang out there. Very familiar story of, I mean, cultures around the world, but certainly cultures here in my home of America.
Qua awalem seg avatir.
Qua awalem seg. Boisland.
Yep, that's what we determined. And I spent some time with Predokin last night. And we've got the fan in a much better situation.
Oh, adreg
Turned out a few things.
Is Ankanam
My
the right
computer
was
was running like at 144 hertz versus 72, and I don't need to run at 72.
Qua
I don't know.
awalem seg avatir.
Or
Qua awalem
144.
seg.
So I can't go in? I thought she told me this was my house. Oh, okay. And why does it say Darren's house if this is my house? Because that's not her name. So I'm really confused. All right, let's see if we can make like some kind of mechanism to open that trap. So what can I do with this weapon? Oh, these are various weapons. Oh, I can change the handle, which looks like it helps with its damage ability and such. So that one changes the critical damage, life, shield options, critical damage, add life. That sounds like a good idea. Critical damage, half shield. I haven't learned all the ins and outs to know, like, do I want a half shield to be improved or life to be improved? But this one seems to improve. Oh, half shield, 20% break chance. Is that what that means? I'm assuming when it says plus, that's a good thing. So we're going to switch to this one. Oh, I don't have the necessary materials. Okay. Let's see. What do I need in the recipe? I need to be a craftsmanship of level 3, which I apparently am not, and a level 15, which I am not. Okay. Let's go back. What else? Can I upgrade my bow? I am not at the right craftsman, so I need to do some practicing. I can improve this one. So let's improve what we can. Don't have any weapons yet. Well, it didn't give me an option to like it didn't give me the option to make anything. Oh, wait a minute. Here's craft. Wow. Lots of, you know, great steel mace, great spiked mace. Steel executioner's axe. That sounds pretty awesome. $24, $23. I think I'm going to try to do more bow anyway. That's what I'm going to, oops, is what I'm going to try to do. Okay, craft. What can I craft? Oh, that's a sword. Knives, probably like throwing knives. Bracelets I read about. You want bracelets. They apparently give you some powers. I am not at the right craftsman level for these. Wave bracelets. Improves damage. It looks like it's defensive, magical damage, and magical deflection. How do I equip it? We'll find out how I equip it. What else? Silver sun ring, magical damage. I may have some of this stuff. Weapons, armor. So I don't see anything where you can make something. Let's see, recipes. Oh, wait. Trap. Hey, cow. A trap that inflicts damage based on the level of the lock mechanism implies a mobilization scourge on anyone who gets caught in it. The bleeding trap. I need to know how to fix the trap. Throwing knives. There's the minor lizard ointment is what I need, and I don't have the ingredients. I need large spotted arum, animal bile, and purple canna lily. No, I can make it. I have one. Okay, I had one purple canna lily. I think you need that to help that guy. Explosives. Not very powerful. This explosive can knock down a wooden wall. Let's make one just because. Poison coating. Bleeding coating. Okay, I didn't see a lockpick. All right. And I don't know like what my weight, like how much weight I could carry. I don't know that. It's not showing that I could put that on, does it? Oh, it is equipped. And that, oh, you can only have one thing, one of these things equipped. It's either the bracelets are like you can use magic. So it's instead of the bow, it's not something that you wear like a special tool or something. Looks like the same with the ring. Equipped. Does that take anything else off if I do that? Does it seem to? And I did find where you can wear the turban to get the armor, but you don't have to show that you're wearing the turban. It's got a lot of red, so I'm assuming we don't want to wear that one. So this one you got to be mindful. That's you. You have that little, what looks like a fancy shield to me. I can change this one or this one. And these are the other two in your thing. So this one increases armor, and then I think it decreases weight. Decreases your weight, I think. Still learning these things. So we want to keep that one on. Okay, this one increases armor substantially. And if the red indicates it makes it less weight. No, wait. The weight on this is 6. The weight on this is 9. So it's a decrease of +3 or an increase of weight +3. Kind of hard to read that. Interesting. Okay. Now, the skill trees I also learned a little bit about by watching a couple of tips and tricks. Like, depending on if you want to be it's like any other game. If you want to be a bowman, you're going to, increase your bow skills. If you want to use a sword, you're going to increase those skills. Magic. So I love to be a bowman just about everywhere I go, every game I play. So we just unlocked Power Shot, looks like. Cool. Weapons of War, looks like that's where your axes and stuff are. Pass of Charity, Do-Gooder's Stance. Decreases the recovery time of healing, favor, and support skills by 30%, but increases the recovery time of other skills by 20%. Ooh. Interesting. Protectors, magical deflection, armor, life by 10%, but decreases damage dealt by 15%. So it helps you, but you do less damage hurting others, right? Now, can I have these taunt? That reminds me of like the Dune voice options. So if I use my skill points here, does that mean I have less skill point? I would think, like, if you use your skill points here, you have less for your other area. So I'm going to put it all towards my bow and hope that's a good option. Attributes. So if we want to work on bow skills, strength isn't as important as what? Agility, right? I have 4 points available. No, not agility. Sword or saber, daggers or knives. Strengths are one-handed maces, long swords, perception, rifle or bow, traps, pistol. So maybe the trap, if we had a higher trap skill, we would have been able to undo that trap or, free that person. So this is going to help with the bracelets, which I'm not using. Focus increases action points, reduces recovery, increases affinity. Endurance, resistance to poison, resistance to bleeding, resistance to corrosion. Corrosion? She can corrode? That sounds awful. Wow, okay. Perception, which one of these was good for your bow skills? This one. So let's increase our skills there. Increases action points, reduces recovery time, increases affinity to rage. Endurance increases the maximum by 40. Resistance increases in resistance to poison. Let's try that one. And we'll put the other one in our perception. And it does look like I can adjust the skills for these folks too. Let's give him some strength. I think he's using melee weapons, but I'm not positive. Let's give him some more endurance. Certainly don't know what I'm doing here, Because we've increased endurance on the other guy, let's give her focus and will, just to see how that changes things. So talents. Oh, talents. Oh my gosh, there is so much to think about here. I thought I increased my points already. Didn't I apply these points? Maybe I didn't save them properly? Oh, Y to confirm. Okay. Read the directions, Grandma. We're going to give her more focus and more will just because we can. All right, let's go back to the skills because maybe I didn't save those. Okay, maybe I saved those. I have available points, but I can't upgrade that. Looks like the only thing I can upgrade is their path. Healing, let's let him do some healing. He has another point he can spend. Protective healing. And respecialization, I guess that's how you can redistribute your points, I'm guessing. She can also have her... We can also upgrade her here, Warrior's Leap. And we can unkillable, untouchable. Let's do unkillable. I mean, why wouldn't you if you could, right? I'm wondering if the little plus sign on them is an indication that you still have something you can work on there, right? Yeah, I think that is what that means. No, because I don't have any more points. Okay. So we're back to talents. All right. Talents. It'll unlock new recipes and such, so you can make things. Survival allows you to track important elements in the environment, detect traps, and craft throwing knives. Diplomacy enables you to know how to handle and persuade your interlocutors. That's a fancy word. And improves the relationships you develop. That's always a good thing. Stealth allows you to use disguises and improves your ability to move stealthily. Stealthily? Stealthily. I would have said stealthily. Alchemy enables crafting, obviously. Mechanisms allows you to pick locks, disarm traps, and craft them. So many choices. I only have one available point. the reason I'm going to do mechanisms is I'm hoping it will allow us to go get that guy out of the trap. So that's where I'm going to spend my point. Y to confirm. All right, so the plus does indicate there's something for you to do, a point or something for you to do. What's in my inventory? So I made some stuff. I made that explosive. I explained the minor lizard ointment, which was something that it said in one of the videos I watched. We now have some regional quests in the lake region, the missing scales to find. We're going to go back and try to help this guy in the forest. A codex, a guide. Okay, I know that was a lot of explanations and reading and stuff, but that's how you figure out the game, right? So I could sleep here if my health is low. I don't know how many things we need to keep on us yet. You know, do I need to keep craft items with me, or are there things I could craft on the fly? So we got potions. I wouldn't think you'd want to put your healing potions away. Or makeshift tools. Looks like this is stuff you can make things with, right? That's interesting. I didn't see anything at the crafting. Did you guys see anything at the crafting station that allowed you to make things? Let's deposit. And I can't imagine you need animal saliva in your pocket. Animal bile. I know that's stuff you use to make a potion, so I'm assuming you have to be at a craft station to actually use these items. Thick leather in a workshop, so you're not going to make it on the fly. Highly toxic but useful elements can be extracted from it to brew various potions and concoctions. Dragon's blood. A reddish resin is often used as a base for coatings. Copper ore. Once forged in a workshop, copper ore can be used to make armor or weapons. Leather. Do stuff in the workshop. Milky white aloe. Succulent plant with flourishes in dry soil. Type of gel is widely used for its many properties. We know about aloe. Scrap of fabric. Tin ore. White liqueur. Alcohol is a common base for many potions. Yeah, that's what I use it for all the time. Gray-leaved cistus. This plant, which has a long flowering period and can adapt to all types, has many medicinal. So I'm not sure like how much of this I should be picking up out in the world. And how much of it can you make while you're out there versus how much do you have to make back at your camp. Usually grows in ruins and on battlefields. Ingredients: several potions and recipes. What else do we got here? Large dog tooth could serve as a lucky charm and can be sold. Ornamental, if strung into a necklace, can be sold. Small embroidered handkerchief, delicately embroidered, can be sold. So these are items I can sell. Bronze necklaces. Looks like I have 5 of those. Signet rings, a shovel, rope, engagement ring, signet ring. So where do I sell this stuff? This scale is quite decorative. It could be sold. Shiny scale. Wow, look at all this stuff I have. Evan Kroko, you have abandoned Moria. Not completely. I'll be back in Moria tomorrow. But I love checking out new games. So is this stuff I can sell? How do I know? Oh, okay. So I have to look at the ones I'm wearing. So that's one I'm wearing. So this is equipment that looks like I can sell it, maybe. But I got to figure out where to sell it. And do I want to sell it? And this is stuff I can take. Jacket of the Legate of the Congregation. Why do I have this stuff? Legate Verdinger's boots. I thought I was Verdinger. Gloves. Hats. Do I want to put these on? Interesting. I wonder where I picked these up and what I want to do with them. Okay. Must be my bed so I can rest. Well, it was daytime. I don't think I want to rest. Okay, that's what helps you look for stuff. All right, let's go do some stuff. Let's find something to do. We're going to go back to the guys in the forest. We're going to try to help those guys. Let's do a save. I still haven't figured out if this is an auto save or not. So until we figure that out, we're going to save. All right, so journey, journal, we need to go here. We need to get to those fellas, see if we can help them at all. Map, 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 map. So they are back. They're back there, so we can fast travel there. Good. I'm still getting used to this stuff, so looks like I have to go around to the right. Keep going right. See, they're still gone, I think, right? We went in there and searched this place pretty good. They're all gone. I was hoping I'd find like a lockpick or something in there, and I did not. I don't think I can go straight. I have to go around. Oh, how you doing today, Evan, by the way? No, I would never abandon Moria. Moria, we're going to be playing, you know, I see myself playing that forever. You know, I don't know, for a long time. I'm very loyal to North Beach Games. So, thus that makes me loyal to the game. There we go. Gotta watch the traps. Some of the traps are still here. Am I gonna be able to help this guy now? How do I give them the health potions that they said I needed to help give them? Can I give them with this guy? Well, it won't let me talk to anybody. Can I do anything with this trap? It says I can talk to him, but I'm not able to talk to him. It doesn't trigger. Okay, well, I don't know how to you know, accomplish this. Let's see if they can help me.
Quet mens aridengar. Es anken vardo da harlam de sonegat vir?
Well, he can't help me with the
Radi
quest.
Adivan Everach.
Kogwenoi dochtam.
It's frustrating. I don't like to leave quests, you know, unfinished. And it's the information I found on DuckDuckGo, Google, whatever you want to call it, said I could give them potions. The one guy's still in the trap. So I don't know what to do about that. So we will move on to something else. Let's see. Complete initiation missions. A group of trappers in the forest and their intensive hunting were responsible for the disappearance of the woodland life. You've put an end to it. The game should start coming back now. For several weeks, some villagers have been suffering from an unknown disease. Condition is worsening. Mev fears they've caught a disease that afflicts the inhabitants of the distant continent. She asked you to find a cure. That's like I thought that was like a main quest sort of thing. Find clues about what's contaminating the river water. You learned that Morrigan, Slana, and Mordon used to go to the peninsula to the east of the village. Let's check that one out. So we need to go over here. So we have to stay on the path. So I'm guessing we need to come back over here and around. Let's go fast travel back to town and then go from there. Beautiful, rich colors, right? Looks like it's autumn here. The other thing I couldn't figure out the other day is how to put my weapon away and how to get it out. Because it doesn't, I don't see anything like on the little mini map. I don't see like a hotbar type situation. Okay, let's see if we can figure out why the water's getting poisoned. So we are in the correct area.
Equenrent. Es queniet feshident moriganam amordenem kachnat.
Es virto. Es grade da hachuam. Velum asientem oirregadi ded ja vregdent ten.
Okay, they said we should look around. See if we can figure out what's making them sick. Examine.
Es esade satoreda. An the frictiden dentolurgi.
Okay, the fruit's edible, but nobody's apparently been trying to eat it. Examine.
Es frictumem shade.
Someone threw up here.
Reques. Selquediam dovoad.
Look what it had eaten. It must have come from a
Esat
Leolan.
tremoderix abetrechan. Ami frugu vrect reques eten.
Samel nees granton anivigem.
Estauk. Everait mu do
Let's
hoiragis
find the
aleolan
Leolan and see what kind of shape it's in. So apparently a creature has eaten something and it's made them sick.
Sa ole eishon maru.
All those
Quet
dead
would not
fish.
poison my gun
What
and sigi.
should have caused such a
Nafra
massacre?
vind
Oh,
dahole.
look at all these dead fish. So, that does not look like fish you want to eat. can we jump? Climb up, okay. I think there's mushrooms over here I could pick up. I think we're looking for the animal
I
now.
see tracks over here.
I see tracks over here.
The trail goes this way.
Trail goes this way. There's people over there. They're red. Does that mean they're enemies? Crouching down in bushes and tall grass allows you to completely hide yourself. So, like, how do I get my weapon out? Really rather not kill these creatures. They're the soul of our island as well. But that looks like the direction we need to go. See if we could do it when they're not looking. Examine. What could have killed it? These creatures are strong. It takes a lot to kill one. Looks like it's been weak for some time now. Grown very thin. Uh-oh, those creatures are right behind us.
Hello there.
Let's see what it regurgitated before it died. Hey, Jedi. Especially after seeing all those dead fish on the shore. So, fish are poisoned, animal eats the fish, kills the animal. The forwarder's mine lies upstream for here. Oh, so something maybe that they're mining, the colonists. Poisoning their water source. How you do it, Jedi? Alright, let's open our journal here. Find clues about what's contaminating river water. You learned that Morgan, Slana, Morden used to go to the peninsula to the east of the village. Other animals appear to be affected. You discovered a dead Lewolin that ingested fish from the river. Upstream lies a mine exploited by the foreigners. Inspect the riverbank and the area surrounding the mine to find as many clues as possible. I'm glad you're having a good day so far. I'm having a good day too. Learning a little bit here. So we got to sneak back out. Okay. Let's see if we can climb up here and get through without having to go past those big creatures. So we got another colony.
Hey, you! What are you doing in our river?
We're working. What does it look like?
Our people are being poisoned by something that's in the water and the fish. And that's where we find you.
Yeah, except we're miners, not poisoners. I don't know what's going on with your people, but it's got nothing to do with us. Leave and let us
That was
work.
very echoey, doesn't it?
You and your land-scoring Moin are responsible for it. You won't get away with this.
Diplomacy. Calm Nilan. Ask Nilan to be quiet. Agree with Nilan.
Is Laura Nilan. Ma Arlin samar sabut kadom.
We don't want it to turn into a fight.
Nein, on vegem. Is radai da fravindau. Moja na vored tawi gausta da nemen. Tasi da linquid mir radidau quint. Look,
She's like,
our
cool it.
friends have been getting sick ever since
We
you
gotta
started
find
mining
some
near
stuff.
the river. All we want to do is save our people. Can you understand that? And to do that, we need to understand what's going on there.
I'm telling you, we're not doing anything that will poison anyone. We're just mining. It's not complicated. Besides, the guards won't let you in.
Maybe they could see for themselves if they went to work there for a while?
As if there weren't enough natives there already. And with the theft, they're not hiring anymore.
It does
Sure
sound
they are.
rather
They
echoey,
just
doesn't
need a
it?
recommendation. Just tell them I sent you. My name is Ganimet. Go talk to the master of the mine. He's always in need of more workers.
They want us to
Thank
go
you.
work there?
We'll take your advice and get a job.
Mens vregu des vergeju da heronoixa, da regach neis dale mis jesno? Fravindum kasur em
He
sient
wants to know
nama
why we
buie.
would possibly want to go
Sadore
take a
men
job
yanemi
from the
den
foreigners.
Es radai emis turka ir.
I think
Agam
basically
Flavindum
we need to
kaburir
get in on the
kakwid
inside and
minavindum
see if we can
nesochtum.
figure it out.
Ka hector quod oir gamen yagam.
Nas kam Aridengar. Advan,
She's convinced him.
certo.
It's a way to kind of spy on them. We should take some of the sludge they're discarding to make sure there's no poison in it. Sludge.
Ages radei damadosom? Quet questions. Em diwedent maradi. Nama faret forwarshets to intkagor?
Anilain. Ma tegedem en kelagem. Nas toya beras koishedon kiden ag arwigas evleshtorenam.
We don't want to go to war, basically. She's telling Nilan to let V here find a way that's non-violent to figure things out. So they said get a sample of the sludge. That's another dead fish. I don't think I need to pick up a dead fish. Examine. Mud sample. Okay, we took the mud sample. I wonder what they're mining here.
Hey, you! Where do you think you're going?
We've come to look for work.
We've come to look for work. We heard you hire natives such as us.
There's been a theft, so we only let people in on recommendation. Got a name for me?
A miner called Ganimet told us to go see the chief.
I know who she is. She's been working here a long time. We can trust her.
All right. You can come in, but don't expect to be welcomed with open arms. The master of the mine is probably in his tent. You'll find it on the other side of the river. We'll lower the bridge for you.
Okay. On the other side of the river, he'd lower the bridge for us. That's not in here? Yeah, over there. Hey, well, you know, you said I abandoned Moria, but I'm going into some mines, so maybe it's a consolation prize. Let's see if there's anything I could loot. Hello, doggy. Definitely got quite a structure here, don't they? Jace is here. Rage quit ready. How you doing? I'm glad you're here. Let's do this. There we go. There we go. Now, how you doing today, Chase? As long as they don't yell at us for stealing stuff, we're gonna steal stuff.
Chief! Chief! Something serious has happened!
What is it now?
Yeah, what is it now?
There's just been a landslide in the West Tunnel. Several of our men and a few natives are trapped down there.
Oh no.
Damn it. What bad luck. As if I wasn't already dealing with enough trouble over that thievery.
We've got to
Think
do
you
something
needed
or we're all
Resident
gonna
Evil.
die.
And we'd risk killing them for certain, or even jeopardizing the whole mine if we intervene. The ground is too unstable.
But
that's enough.
The ground is too
I'll
unstable.
think
They're not
about
going to
it.
go in and try to rescue
But I
people.
don't see what we can do for them right now. What are you doing with your arms just dangling there? Do you think we're going to pay you just to stand there and do nothing?
Chief, they don't work for us.
No, not yet. We were hoping you could give us a job.
Sorry, but that's not going to happen. We've got enough savages on the site as it is. Thieves and
Savages.
layabouts, all of them. Otherwise,
Can I
we'd still have
smack
our
ya?
chest, and I wouldn't be tearing my hair out wondering what I'm going to tell the company.
They're here to invade our land and rip over our earth. And they're calling us thieves and savages. We've got to pretend so we
What
can
are you
learn
talking
more.
Someone stole this week's haul. All the gold we've mined over
Oh,
the
they're
last few
mining
days
gold.
has disappeared, and I'm sure it was one of your lot who did it.
Sure it was. Talk about the trappers.
Our people would never do such a thing. This is an unjustified and absurd accusation.
It's more than a little justified. They practically left a signature.
It was Renoigse like you who did it. The trappers who've set up camp not far from here. They made sure we would be accused of the theft.
Is that so?
All
I
right,
assume you
Chase,
have
thank
proof
you
of
for
this.
coming by. Enjoy your activities today. Show him the diary.
Look, we found this diary. In it, the leader of the troopers talks about stealing your gold. He even outlines his plan for making our people take the blame.
That's all well and good, but I can't trust a scrap of paper. You may have faked it.
Because they know how to write in your language.
Can you show me
Thank
anything
you.
else that
Thank
will
you,
allow us
Chase.
to drag these thieves before the guard?
Nope, that's all we have.
That's all we have.
Listen, all our jobs are on the line. Until I recover what was stolen from us, I can't hire anyone.
Wait. I've got an idea that might solve our problem. Nilan is an excellent tracker, aren't you, Nilan? If you let him study where the theft took place, he'll surely be able to tell you who did it.
Na maintenon vägen da already saveri.
He doesn't want to
Jag
help.
ser
He
inte
sees
mina
us
vet.
as savages.
He's agreed to do it.
And she just said he agreed to do it. But he didn't.
I don't understand the gibberish you're spouting. But why not? If I let you examine the scene of the theft, and you can prove to me that it wasn't a native's doing, I'll let you work here.
Accept.
We accept. Show us the place.
Follow me. Try it this way.
Didn't he say to follow him? Let's steal some stuff before we go. Oh, that one's locked, dang it. Where'd he go? Uh-oh. I'm too far from my target. I see. So if they get too far away from you, it's like in Red Dead Redemption. If the person you're supposed to be with is too far away, you lose your mission. I'm still too far. I'm right next to him.
This is the storeroom. This is where we usually keep everything we've mined during the week before we send it to Hikmet. Those rogues forced open the door and managed to open the safe. I'll let you see for yourself, but don't touch anything.
The mine storeroom.
Estalan beduia sesa.
Birch leaves.
me frassi. Na vorrei dad.
He was saying those leaves are everywhere. He's not sure how they could help.
Budlauer Amentag.
Which one of our hunters would be foolish enough to leave his bow?
Na son donei. Anon daga messa vitbog an fare dal drog. Nas folada marad.
It's a poor copy. Someone planted it basically, right, to make it look like we were here. Gold bars just laying on the floor. They didn't take them all. One of the people who came here had blood, animal blood, no doubt. He says Leowin by scent.
Es virtu. Es relanan kasim. Ad sisamel.
I wonder if it needs us to pick up this shovel for some particular reason. Sometimes you're just picking up stuff because it's a resource. So if it doesn't say examine, I'm not going to worry about it. Examine. Someone forced the lock. Look at the scratches on the floor. Something got pulled out there.
Quershedem forduroidat emalem nas quintag nis luchtom.
Looks like something was pulled out here, if you ask me. The scratches on the floor. But maybe I've watched too many movies. Alright, back out we go.
So, did your famous tracker find
yes,
anything?
He did. Used to break the lock.
To force the lock on the door, your thieves used tools that our people don't have.
You need very hard tools made from metal to do it. And we only use obsidian.
Ah, you're not wrong about that. I hadn't noticed that detail.
So there.
That said, they could have used tools they found here.
Maybe. But I can't see any of us using tools we're not familiar with.
Is that it?
About the scrap of reptile skin.
Your storeroom reeks of blood and game. And we found this small scrap of Lewolan hide.
Yes, and? Your kind no longer hunts, I suppose?
We only kill Lewolans when they become aggressive. We don't eat them.
And we don't use their skins because they're no use against the cold.
Yeah, perhaps. But I'm not sure how this detail is going to help me catch my thieves. Is that it?
No, we found the bow and blood on the shoes, right?
So I imagine that's what made you suspect our people.
Obviously. We haven't used bows and arrows in a long time. Your friend, on the other hand.
I'd never use such a shoddy weapon. This one was made by an idiot who has never drawn a true arrow. Even our children fashion bows of better quality.
If you say so.
That's all we could find that was worthy of note. But it seems to me that all these
So does the
elements
sound seem
prove that
echo
our people
to
are
you,
innocent,
or is that just the
even though they
style
tried to
of the
blame us?
audio?
It appears so. In a way, it's a relief, since there are quite a few of you working here.
Sounds
Those
like they're
damn
all in
trappers,
a tunnel or
they're
something.
the real bandits. Anyway, I'll tell my boys you can work here. And I hope the captain of the fort is able to catch the thief. Thanks for your help.
So we cleared our people's name. And we were given some stuff. Hey, Brudokin. We were given some inventory items. What were we given? The dead fish. Do we have to hang on to that, or can we drop it somewhere? Mud sample, I know we need to keep. Key to the mine. Okay, we were given access to the mine. How you doing today, Brudokin? You're at work, right? Thanks for coming in. What did we got something new? We got a woodsman coat. Why do we want that? Do we want that? Elite Warrior's breastplate. Trackers patchworks. So can I put this on? It increases my armor. Did he give that to me? Oh, the pickaxe. So I wonder if we have to actually have it in our hand to use it.
Ja? Es anken varda da året?
I was just checking to see if he knew
Radigan
anything
is
about what
other
we're
than
supposed to be doing. Okay, into the mine. Oh, there's a workbench we could use here if we wanted to. Not sure why we would use a workbench unless we have the opportunity, what, to upgrade our weapons or something? I haven't received any feedback that it is too loud today. The voices when people talking kind of sound echoey to me, but maybe that's just the way the game is meant to sound. Okay, so now we got to go in the mine. Now going in here, is that going to give us a chance to rescue our people as well? Yeah, it doesn't sound any louder to me than it has in the past. Definitely not as loud as it was the other day. Okay. So, thank you for your help. I think we definitely fixed it. Yes, mission accomplished. And it was such a lovely conversation too, Berdoken. I enjoyed it. We don't have to pick the lock because we've got the key. Deep tunnels. And so far the game is functioning well. Looks beautiful. Red-legged spider orb. Is it something we need? I just showed you the tools, even understood the whole thing. I tried to understand it. I hope you got something out of it as well. So there's stuff here we could do. It's definitely a highlight of my day to have a conversation with you for sure, Berdoken. Very much so. I guess we can't go. We have to find a way to help them. We have to find a way to help them, but we can't interact with them. Can be destroyed with medium explosive or better. Well, we did make that explosive.
We're missing something to make this work. We're missing something to make this work.
So the explosive I made wasn't good enough? All right. I understand you're at work. We gotta go that way. If we can figure out how to get that way. Can we climb? So it seems to be implying we need to make an explosive. You know, find or make. Can we talk to any of these people? Repair with makeshift tools. Potions, liquor, sulfur. Oh, sulfur you can make a bomb, right? Gem. Hunter's Kaftan. Quilted kaftan is a variation of one worn by the Janissaries, sometimes also called the light infantry. The role is to be both agile and discreet, as they often have to catch fugitives or infiltrate enemy lines. Interesting. It doesn't give us an option to repair this one. Doesn't seem like we could talk to anybody. I'm assuming that unless they have a speech bubble over their head, they're not a character we can talk to. But sometimes the speech bubble stays there even after we've talked to them, so maybe that just indicates that that's an NPC you can have conversations with. Look at the poison down there. I mean, I'm assuming the yellow stuff is poison, right?
I don't know why we even try to employ good for nothings like you. Bloody savage. I hope you know how to swim, because you're about to take a trip down the river.
Leave me alone. I don't want any trouble. I didn't do anything wrong.
Tell that to the fish.
What's going on here?
The natives sure do swarm like vermin around here. They're gathering together to steal our livelihood.
Voorheides mij. Bakkerijden de verraad them. Gezelkes en vrij doen nou dat wint.
Oh, there they go again. Gibbering in their horrible language.
Naradit quam em linquidames samonis soinoiga. Toiga ones luchtumen echter regu onque seis.
Tell the miner to leave the native alone. Threaten him, attack. Let's try to just tell him to leave him alone.
Why don't you leave the boy alone? He didn't do anything to you.
He didn't do anything to ya. He turns up and forces us all to lower our wages because he works for next to nothing. But since his big friend, who must be doing the same thing, is asking us nicely, we'll leave him be. Or not.
Uh-oh. 35% chance if I threaten him. We got things to do. Let's not get into a fight.
Godspeed.
As much as I, you know, want to help him, there's a bigger picture here. Oh, can I pick up this explosive container? I wonder if there was one down lower and I could pick it up, because these are explosives, right? But it doesn't look like I could pick it up. he needed. The main well. See, I'm thinking this is poison, right? Because look at all the dead fish. All the debris. Deep tunnels. Wow, lots of different choices on which way to go. Hopefully, you know, Skyrim, you'll come into a room, there'll be like 3 different directions to go, and it's like, I hope I'm picking the right one. Most of the time, you get back where you needed to go. They, you know, it works its way back around. Something called a deceiver. This place is very different from the rest of the mine.
Sentis, es redone var hegenisinam. Redone denes luchton. Es suissag me de qued vredesa.
One of our people are down here on this island.
Tos. It's
doing some sort of ritual.
Es quedet mad. Es det mad for the goidi aglanoidui.
Wants to purify it.
Negvelde em quenste fashion de velua olo anamag. Saguset me. Guset vlanam da ognide.
Oh, this is that Bland guy. He must restore the purity and the beauty. He's going to return the scales, the ones that he stole. Yeah, these are the ones Gabbana was looking for.
Es puisig enama raum e feshima. Ament foidi a hantamen var has.
He's angry the guy's looking for his scales because he needs them for his ritual.
Es anken var robanenum da sashanton. Linquid mir renaudent var has dead mamions.
Na, es radei em bear var has blumunda. Ah, ove bam. Ages ankem varem da hole. Dent da dorebi dead. Es radei da regoma deadmad. Es anken varneis luchtom da arwedoig. Sien gobanen nama feshidach shantamen nui.
Do not insist or do insist. Let's do not insist, because we want him to do his potion, because he thinks it's going to save things. You may return once the ritual has been completed, but only if the fish judges you worthy. So do we trust that he actually has a way to cure things, or is he just... Oh, he's got to return the scales to the fish.
Ja, take this. Es followed am adreg.
So I guess I can't move any closer to anything because that triggers that discussion. Do we have to get the scales though to finish that quest? Find a cure. Where was that mission we had to find the scales? Gobana needs to make a ritual object for Amal, but someone took his gold scales and the river isn't yielding enough gold for him to finish crafting the object. So we do have to get the scales back. Whoops, go back. Has lost his mind and thinks he's a Donagad. Toflan, your master, may be able to give you some advice if you choose to help him. Vlam won't let you get close to the scale he's taken for his ritual. Well, let's try some of the other conversational choices.
Magtasid mad.
You remain very silent. I don't mind your presence during the ritual, but I still have a lot of work to do to finish the preparations. Ask him to return the scales.
Es anken var robanen am das ashantan. Linkwid mir renaudent var has dead mamions.
So do we leave him with this guy who thinks he can fix the poison, give it back to the great fish, or do we do the quest? I must carry out the ritual. He says the other guy can go fish new scales. But you could also find other scales. He says the scales of the mind are impure because they've been poisoned by the mind. Oh, now he's accusing us of wanting to steal from him, like the foreigners. Apologize.
So
we're going to have to tell Gobanan what's going on and we can't get the scales back? Youth is often stupid and stubborn, but he forgives us as long as we behave. All right.
Take them to Ista Swiss Harulamudi.
Yeah, take it this. It's followed.
He believes he can fix things with his ritual. Oops.
Now take it this and
I went the wrong direction.
Yeah,
I need to go this way. So he thinks he's got a method to help the river. Let's keep going to new areas we haven't been to. Uh-oh. Pick up the person? There's stuff poisoning. That's the stuff that's poisoning the river, I imagine. Uh-oh. What is seeing it? Oh my goodness.
Let's show them what we're made of.
How do I get to my bow? I don't want to use magic. I want to use my bow. I don't know what it means to bind. Where did my bow go? I have no idea how to get my bow. Let's go into our inventory. Sorting criteria, I don't know what that means. So it says it's equipped. Woodsman coat would improve my armor, I think. But it's heavier. Tracker's patchwork would give me a little more armor. Hunter gives me a lot more armor. Currently wearing this. I don't think it's more though. We'll keep what we have on. Equipment. What about the equipment? Oh, I got the pickaxe. I have several pickaxes. I figure out how to drop things that I don't want. So I don't think you can get your weapon out until you actually find something to attack. Explosives warehouse. Oh. Where? Up above? So we can go get some explosives? I don't see a warehouse per se. Skyfire hammer. Seemingly simple hammer is made of stone from a meteorite that once landed on the walls of the volcano. Famous craftsman from the Isle is said to have seen a streak of light in the middle of the night. It must have been Superman falling to Earth. Followed it to its landing place. He then created this unique weapon. Well, that sounds really cool. So it said it was the explosive warehouse. Warehouse implies there's explosives being stored here, right? Explosives warehouse. Maybe deeper in. We'll just keep going. They're stuck back there, but how can we get them out? If they dig, it'll be too late. They'll have died of thirst or suffocation. Foreigners sometimes use explosives. They must have some. And we want some.
He
says it's dangerous though, which it likely is. So can we craft explosives? Low explosive. Can I make an upgraded one? So what is the material I needed? It said I needed a medium one though, and this is only a low. I need some copper ore.
We're missing something to make this work.
Sulfur. We don't have a recipe for the medium explosive. We only have a recipe for a low one. So we either need to find a medium one or we need to figure out how to find the recipe for one.
We'll have to be careful. We're not supposed to be here.
Oh crap. We've been spotted. Well, but we were told we could come in here and rescue these people. Medium explosive. Okay, we found the medium explosives. Go down. Okay, I didn't have to place it, just pressing Y made it work. I look sad. I don't mean to look sad. I'm definitely intense. You know, because I'm learning. Pensive, maybe? But not sad. Not sad at all, Gurney. Can't talk to them. You know, I'm playing not only a new game, but I'm playing a game that has completely different kinds of mechanics that I'm used to. I can't even figure out how to switch weapons yet.
Allora due divan do gorido des. No se tunde sie dale mi samesa. Na fravin quadvregs da vergeu in Satulana. Es kosovlech de Hanalan.
It's so hard to breathe in there is what they're saying.
Es lemats en longdem datugi quid siardesa. Smeumum sneg da ven reques in ewensham. Yen name de feshon en esigem.
Puda diori. Reg da venetolimum. Sagna combinedin ka ir.
He says we tear up the land, but he doesn't know what could be getting into the river. We only use water at the end of the process to clean the gold once it's been separated.
VNB?
They call it quicksilver.
Quicksilver.
Sien sameng quantesider.
It disappears when it's heated and the gold is cleaned. So maybe that's what's poisoning the water source. Drives you insane if you breathe in the smoke. That's not good. Several people died until they figured it out.
Naskair kom samel kette yam quensen nes garantan.
Force Doctor will be able to take a closer look at the things we've collected.
ma envel ned reisa argantibi.
So the lady doctor we met at the forest.
Saka nasmeunen toigda semenum. No, en vertum da onklendi and as
He said he's hate to find out if he's one of the people that's poisoning the village by accident.
Toigdis. Es velem toigdech terde esano.
Ja, de gedams de harigi emali. De radada da emaradim. Confrenkamis se echter.
Qua awelem seg.
Okay. Yeah, Gurney, there is so much. I can't get into it here because I think I have to be back at my town, like my house. But it reminds me a lot of Dungeons and Dragons, where you have to know, okay, if you're gonna use magic as your primary skill, then you have to know which magic elements you want, how to upgrade those magic elements, and what skills will help enhance your magic elements. If you're a swordsman, what skills, do you upgrade your agility, your wisdom? Don't stand too close to it. So I'm definitely having to learn.
Ja, alor gedwe.
All right, we found the trapped miners. So we don't have to go back through, it looks like. Looks like we can go out this way. Collapsed gallery. Can we jump? Drop down. Well, my old body wouldn't have been able to drop down this way, so I guess back up. I mean, I'd suppose it'd be about like the magic game, right? Each of your characters or cards have different skills, so you have to know which skills are a benefit to that particular class. But the other thing is, like I said, I can't even figure out how to get my weapon out, or in other games you could get your weapon out even if you don't need it at the moment. It's very interesting, and I love the social construct of it. Because even though we're in like a foreign land, essentially, we're talking about colonists who are basically invading the land. And so how do we learn to get along so that you're not over hunting or overfishing or clear cutting all our trees, so that we can continue to follow our traditions and feed our children when you've hunted up all the meat. And so I like kind of the social construct of the story as well. It's a very familiar story, though, right? Let's see, how do I talk to him? Do I gotta come around here? Speak to the mine supervisor.
Hello, Chief. Back again? What do you want?
Quit your job. Ask about the gold mine.
Why are you digging for gold? Isn't there enough in the water?
Panning for gold in the river allows us to recover a few nuggets, but it's time-consuming and there isn't much profit in it. That may have been enough for the others, but we need to be more productive. By digging underground, we go straight to the vein and can mine large quantities of metal quickly. It's more dangerous, there's waste, and it involves using other imported metals to separate it from the other ore.
Like the
But
Quicksilver.
The mining company would never have sent so many people. It has to be profitable and fast.
Without worried about how it's destroying the environment.
What can you tell us about the Alliance's mining company?
That's the first time one of your people has asked me a question like that. The mining company was created on the continent and is very old. It's a private company, but it pays a substantial tax to the Alliance for the mining rights. It only started operations here recently, so they're keeping a very close eye on us. I hope you're not going to waste any more of my time with your questions.
The vocals sound so echoey to me. Kind of annoying. I don't know if that's part of
You mentioned imported metals.
what you would
are
expect,
they?
or if I got a weird
well,
setting going
yeah,
on.
it's a bit complicated to explain to savage, new miners like yourselves. You'll learn more about it from your colleagues when you're a little more experienced.
I want to quit my job,
We've
though.
come to tell you that we want to stop working in your mine. Several of our people nearly died trapped in a tunnel, and you did nothing to free them. We don't want to end up like them, so we prefer to leave.
Well now, you people aren't exactly the tenacious type, quitting at the first sign of trouble. Here's your pay for a day's work. I'm going to have to find myself some new workers. Well, what are you still doing here? Go on, get out of here. You won't get anything more.
Okie dokie. So, have we completed that quest then? So we still have the gold scales that we're looking for from that animal, but we'll go back and talk to Toflan to see if he has some advice on how to get them away from Vlan. So let's save, because I still haven't quite figured out if there's autosave, and I don't see anything that says, you know, like in Skyrim you'll see autosaves and your hard saves, and I don't see anything. So now we have those explosives in case we need those again. Got more stuff to store in our chest. What was this that we found? Dosantis wing, the membranous, the wing that's very, looks like membrane, is not particularly nice to look at, but some people mount them, display them on the wall as a trophy. Can be sold. We are finding all the stuff we can sell, I just don't know who to sell them to. Storeroom, infirmary. So there's an didn't it say something about the doctor? But we were talking. I thought we were talking about the doctor at the fort. Let's go check that out. Didn't they say something about maybe we could go to the doctor and they could look at these ingredients and see what they could tell us? But I don't know if it was this infirmary or the one back where the captain was. Welcome back, Rudokin.
I don't have the key.
So we can't go into the infirmary. Okay, let's fast travel back to our village and talk to Toflan about those scales that we couldn't get from the guy. And I like that you can fast travel from wherever you are, but it looks like you have to fast travel from a stone to go back. Well, I have turned down the sound effects quite a bit, Brudokin, because the sound effects sounded really loud in my ears. I don't know if they were loud to anybody else. So as long as you can hear the voices, I mean, I can turn up the sound effects. Also, the voices sound kind of echoey to me. Isn't this the Toflon guy that we needed to talk to? Well, I don't see Toflon now. Dispensary, interesting. Furcon. Okay, so let's go back. Well, let's see. It seems like it's nighttime, so maybe we should go sleep. Let's see, which one of these was our house? This one back here in the corner.
Lund en olejiksi. Es ankan samel varni da sonegada nui.
Es ovun varam de mavradir. Tradoida deniasiko.
Let's talk to Gabanon about those scales. Oh, nothing to talk to him about.
Na broga vatir. Donegada neuna. Es entma garantan och solei. Na linquidam questiarutwint.
Who's in? Is it this our house? Well, who's in our house here? Darren.
Oh, adregdes. Es ankanam the requesta?
Ask her about father. Tell me about my father. I feel like I've forgotten everything. It was her soul link. The light has gone out in her life. Wonderful and courageous man, cunning and tenacious hunter. He used to tell some great stories. She doesn't want to talk about Dad anymore. Okay, let's leave. So apparently her mom and her share the same place. We're going to keep the explosives on us, but let's see if there's some other stuff we could put away. Because those explosives came in handy. Deposit. I don't remember stopping to pick up any animal saliva. Was it on my shopping list? I'll see if I can use any of this stuff to upgrade now. I don't think I can do anything with my skills though. Rare gem can be used to make and decorate reinforcements for weapons and armor. Now this is, it says we can sell this stuff. I just haven't figured out yet where we can sell it. But let's deposit the shovel. I don't think we need the shovel. And let's deposit this other stuff, excuse me, that we can sell, because I don't know where to sell them yet. So we might as well not carry them on us, right? I mean, we know where they are if we decide we want to sell them, and we find out where we can sell them. Lots of rings, lots of jewelry. Now, did we pick up all this stuff? And what's the difference with the stuff, the equipment and stuff on the left compared to the equipment and stuff on the right? And I don't like that it shows, excuse me, what you're wearing as well as what looks like stuff you could put away. But I don't see the point in carrying stuff that you don't wear, right? I didn't see anything that gave us a weight limit though. I sure picked up a lot of axes. Elite Warrior's breastplate. How does that compare to what I'm wearing? Oh, that is what I'm wearing. Duh. So these would go increase my armor status. So let's switch to those. No, I didn't want to deposit them. I wanted to one-handed mace. We might keep that. Because it said something about it being pretty fancy. Reinforced combat. So can we go back? Take, RB, take. Okay, I want to take back the... These were better, so I want to take those. And I want to put those on. Okay. Does it show you like your total armor? My regeneration and my action points apparently are slow to regain. Not sure how I can improve that. Ah, you can eventually get disguises, apparently. Okay, skills. It looks like we have a skill point. What are we going to use it on? Let's see. Decreases the recovery time of healing, favor, and support skills. Recovery time of other skills by 20%. Or I can upgrade my bows, maybe? Power shot. Looks like I already got that one, right? But we can upgrade. Inflicts damage on any enemy twice. Alright, and this one inflicts heavy damage and alternately applies poison or fire. That's good, because sometimes that helps. You know, even after you've hit them, you might go on to another target, but then that keeps killing. I got 1 point to increase. We want to do bow again. And we have Neelan can also, I think he uses magic. I'll have to pay better attention. We can increase her skills. Hurtful words and taunt. That doesn't seem very useful. Violent charge, knockdown. Or warrior's leap. Ignores the damage sustained during a backward jump. Unkillable. Applies the power when life falls below. Let's do that one. No, we've already done that one. Untouchable. So we can upgrade this one. And there's something here I can upgrade. Oh, I can upgrade my skills. Thought I just did. I have another skill point. We're going to go over here to the bow. I also have to remember to save what I did. I can add a talent point. So we have craftsmanship, so we can make more things and unlock more recipes. We have survival, diplomacy, let's do stealth. Let's increase our ability to sneak. Alright, looks like there's no more pluses left. So we've done all that we can do, and I was going to sleep because it looks like, if I'm understanding there, below the little map, it looks like a moon. So I'm going to assume that means it's bedtime. let's go to dawn. And it's dawn. That was a quick nap. Okay, map. Where's our next quest? We need to get back to the fort. So let's fast travel to the Bridge Alliance. Love fast travel. The Dragon's Dogma that I do on Tuesday, there's not enough fast travel in that game. There could be a lot more fast travel. Because you see that every time you turn around, you're encountering something on the way to your location.
Hello, Captain.
Hello, young people. Is there a problem?
Talk about the items collected that could be poisoned.
Some of our people are sick. We've collected various things that may have poisoned them, and we'd like to.
This sort of thing is out of my hands. Speak directly to our doctor.
To the doctor.
Thank you, Captain. We'll leave you to your duties, Captain. Goodbye.
Goodbye, young people.
And we're going to assume this is the doctor.
Hello, Doctor.
Hello. What can I do for you?
Ask her to analyze the items collected.
There are people in our village who have fallen ill with a strange disease. It's something we've never seen before. They suffer from headaches and dizziness, and have become so weak they must stay in bed. Others have started to show the same symptoms. We investigated to find out where it was coming from, which led us to the mine. The miners told us they use a highly toxic product, quicksilver, that they must not inhale. But we've seen them washing the gold in the river, and we think it's poisoning the water, or the fish.
When heated, quicksilver disappears completely. I'd be very surprised if the illness you speak about comes from there.
We've gathered a few things here. I believe you can test them to make sure they don't contain any quicksilver.
I really don't think you'll find any. But if it'll make you feel better, let me take a look. Where did you get these disgusting things?
The mud is from the miner's waste. We gathered it on the banks of the river that flows into the lake our village is built on. The fish came from the same river. We found it dead near a spot where our people fish.
Well, I highly doubt I'll find any quicksilver, but I'll do the porcelain test.
Porcelain
It's
test?
going to take me a while. Would you like to wait here or come back later?
We'll come back later.
We'll come back later.
All right. Come back in a few hours then.
See you soon.
Okay.
I'll leave you to your work. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So that's, we need to follow up on that. We have some exploration we could do. Looks like our quest is here currently. Let's see. The missing scales. We know where the scales are, and we couldn't get them from Vlan. And I wanted to go back and talk to the guy who told us, Toflan, but I couldn't find him back at camp. Wait for the test results. This one, this is the one where with the trappers, right? And we have not, whoops, we have not figured out how to help the trappers. The hunters. We haven't figured out how to get the one guy out of the iron jar, iron trap. Complete initiate missions. For several weeks, the village has been suffering from an unknown disease and their condition is worsening. So we really can't do much with the Donegod's initiation and a new evil. They're the same thing. We have to wait for the doctor to finish her experiments. The missing scales, we kind of struck out on that. We need to find Toflan again to talk to him about it. So let's see about... Let's just go explore for a little while. Let's go over here. Got about 30 minutes before I need to get ready for... We're going to do a bonus Red Dead Redemption today. Because we can. So we'll go to some of these question marks. Because we can. We'll see what they are. You might try going the correct way though. Gosh, how come there's no GPS in a game? There's no Siri saying turn left at the light.
I found some web results. I can show them if you ask again from your own phone.
Uh-oh, I said her name, now she's talking. Follow trail. Whose trail?
I see tracks over here.
Whose trail are we following? Uh-oh, crap. See, I haven't figured out how to get my bow on yet. Oh, that's so frustrating. It's got these magical bracelets on. And I don't know how to switch. I don't know how to do these at all. See, I thought I highlighted my bow. See, the bow is highlighted. It's green. It says it's equipped. I don't even think I have the they were probably designed for traveling members. Unadored, small, sun gravy. So it's, you know, it says it's equipped. Don't know what any of that means. But my bow's in the far left. You'd think that'd be what it would choose, right? Frenchie Cud, just ready with 5 viewers. Well, thank you. Thanks for coming in. What were you playing? Rainbow Six Siege. Hello. I think Rainbow Six is like a military game, right? Something I don't usually play. I hope you were having a good stream. Good fun. I have no idea what I'm doing with this game, but you're welcome to stick around while I fumble around and try to figure it out. You were playing a bunch of different games today. Yeah, I've got this one, and then in about an hour, I'm going to do some Red Dead. I just love, right? There's so many games. There's just not enough time to play them all. I am enjoying it, but there's a pretty big learning curve. You know, there's so many things I don't know, like the skill trees or the attribute trees and stuff, and the basics of combat. Like it says my bow is equipped, but when we got attacked, she was doing magic. And I didn't know how. Simo guy, Frenchie sent you here? Well, hey, how you doing, Simo? Welcome. It's a new game. It just came out. It's called Greedfall. It is the prequel to a game I did before. It was just Greedfall. This is Greedfall: A Dying World. And this is the second game, but it's a prequel. Hey, thanks for following. I appreciate that. I appreciate you coming in and following and hanging out. Kids. You think you've heard of it? Yeah, it was just released in March. But you know, the other thing is like in other games, you can have your weapon out, right? You can pull out your bow or your gun or whatever, even if you're not using it. And I can't even figure out how to do that. It's not like, right, I use a controller, so it's none of the buttons on the controller. And then when we just had a battle, I was using magic, and I didn't want to use magic. I wanted to use my bow. So, still stuff to learn. So we want to go down to this question mark, because we're a curious lot, and we want to know what's down there. And we hope that the curiosity doesn't get us in trouble. All right, Semo. I hope is it Semo or Simo? Yeah, I've got Red Dead Redemption later. Maybe I'll see ya. And thanks for tabbing me. Thank you. Simo, all right. Thank you for clarifying. I want to try to make sure I call people by the name they prefer. And we're getting close to whatever it is we're here to look at. Well, this looks like an important place, doesn't it? Reminds me of the God of War, some of the doors in God of War. So what is it? Something we can't open, apparently. Let's see what it is called. Cave of Knowledge. Oh, somebody we know was supposed to come here. I remember them saying somebody was coming to search something here. The Cave of Knowledge. But I didn't see an option to like open it. Maybe there's like some sort of magic spell. Open Sesame. Well, at some point, I bet you we're going to need to be here. Because I remember somebody in the village talking about the Cave of Knowledge. All right, well, we found it. What else? What else? Do we have anything else out here to find? Not in this particular area. Wonder if you have to get like close enough to it to open it. To open the map. Let's go over here because it looks like there might be more area to explore over here. And this is another fast travel point. So okay, do we have to like activate it first maybe? Might be. There's a slight difference in coloration. These other ones look more yellow and that one looks more white. So maybe you have to get to it and activate it first. That's an assumption. So I'm hoping we run into a creature again. I've got to figure out this combat thing, right? Got to figure out how to choose what weapon you're using. I have it equipped. It just in the hotbar, in the combat hotbar, I couldn't see where I could choose. So here's one that we've activated. So if we approach it, fast travel. Let's go to this one. Village Hunters Camp. And we'll walk down to that other one. Right? Nope, we want to, can we go out this way? Makes it look like we can go this way. Maybe around the backside here.
Na teged mu qua essin. Es radida had galwe dead and doradi der sadid.
She said we shouldn't go this way. Let's activate the fast travel. See, now it's yellow, new fast travel. So once you've discovered it, it's kind of yellow, but it's white otherwise. That's kind of difficult to make that distinction. Let's save before we go in there. I need to find out if there is an auto save feature. Seafarer ruins.
Komaros. Na tegedem es sadid, no ja?
Miundum velu de dachusach. Quitro gesed.
Es any of them all fargarwi, afra vinzeg.
Oh, it's a forbidden place. He agrees we should go explore.
Es follad, sages ersienadau e dagas vir Swiss rigem.
Do I tell her she's only there to protect them or reassure her about the ruins? Or give up visiting? No, I can't give up
Mas
visiting.
advertahim da heda. Silames
I'm gonna take a closer look.
Quits mi unzem sien siarudani.
Smeun eduven emes dagomeg drog.
I bet you we should be listening to her.
Sersi.
Let's look at our journal. It said the journal was updated. Mysterious ruins. Explore the ruins. You stand at the foot of the ruins neighboring your village. They're rumored to be, the remains of the invasion of the legendary people of the sea and to be fraught with dangers and curses. Shada warned you that the ruins could be dangerous and told you everything she knew about them. However, as a Dona God, you should form your own opinions. We are going to follow that quest. What? Okay, we do have to go up the stairs, right? Uh-oh. Creatures. See, this is a good time to figure out how to open my damn bow. We've been spotted.
Let's show them what we're made of.
So I have these skills down here, which I don't know how to use. LT. See, she's not getting out her bow. Select a target. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. I don't know how to access my bow. I had it out earlier today, or last week, or whenever it was that I played before. It clearly says it's equipped. Huh. I guess that's something I'm going to have to look up. There are a few videos that have already been done on some how-tos. I wouldn't want to, go and find story components, but I need to figure out how to change my weapon. It says it's equipped. But see, maybe it's like this is on me, but how do I activate it is the question. See, that's the magic. It looks like the magic. Sort. Date, name, craft slot. Have no idea what that is. Sort. Don't know what it means to sort. Well, that's a mystery. I see a video in my future. Reach the ruins. If anyone's watching and you saw something in the combat bar, you know, the hot bar that was like obvious to you that you got to do that to get your bow out, feel free to tell me. This is a whole combat system I'm not familiar with.
Na ein Wert sinen on vegan. Es follad dissunident haninem digalag sen naman damen.
Budvelem tarbem ente essa. Samelen olere noiksa denes henesem kahawelan.
The foreigners are here in our ruins, and they're worried they're going to, of course, damage it in some way. So how do we chase them off without causing a fight? Is it like Tomb Raider? If I get up behind him, I'll be given the option to take him out stealthily. Did he not see us, or does he not care that we're there? The judges work passively. They require no action on your part. Intangibility temporarily increases a chance for evasion. Critical hits work passively. They don't require any action on your part. Rage grants a temporary increase. Oh, this is all this stuff that I don't know.
Shit, we're not alone anymore. Greetings! Do you understand our language?
We understand very well what you're saying.
Oh, very good. Well, in that case, you must leave. We are excavating these ruins and it is dangerous.
Radidu et quis.
Nalinquidames saranaiksa sahwanis vigem echte regu onquises.
I don't understand a single word of what you're saying, but I'll say it again. You need to leave.
You need
We're
to
gonna
leave.
use
You're in our
explosives
cultural
and
ruins.
You could get hurt, or worse. We wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
Na sien credau emlamedent avokroidi des kohagos quahevigen.
How dare they threaten us so close to our village? We should chase them away. I can scare them if you want. Convince them to let the group accompany them. Let Shada intimidate them. Let's do that.
Shada, you should explain to them what they are risking.
These ruins you want to enter are cursed. They were built by a monstrous people who came from the depths of the sea. Our people say they left behind horrible things that could kill everything around them. These are forbidden places, and our people might react very badly if they see you around here. That's why we came to find you. To warn you.
Aha.
I don't believe in all this nonsense, but I don't want to see your entire village turn up on a war footing. Are you sure they'll be angry if we stay here? Surely we could negotiate.
Our leader respects our ancient laws, and our beliefs are clear. No one must be allowed into the ruins.
Bad luck. Okay, lads, let's pack up.
Well, that worked out well.
We're not equipped to fight an entire village.
Cool beans. The rumored to be... Shada warned you the ruins can be dangerous. When you arrived, you realized you were not alone. Foreigners have set up camp. What are they looking for? And Shada told them to leave. But we're going to continue exploring. At least for a few more minutes. High explosive, so not just a medium explosive, but a high explosive. Steel hunting knives and white liquor. Or is it liqueur? Well, they left, but they left their stuff behind, apparently. Minor healing potion. Gold coins, tin ore. Is this all there is to it? Thought maybe there was like a cave or something we were going to go into. And destroyed with a high explosive, which we just happened to find. So, what shall we find in here? Explore the lower levels of the ruins. Oh, there's a dead guy. A very old dead guy. Or should I say long dead guy. It's funny though, because their hats look more like colonists' hats.
Orgeder sa kloy marag.
The sword is explainably damaged, but at least we could take it without breaking. An ancient sword. Give the old sword to a scholar or someone who can repair it. Unblock. It was probably blocked for a reason, right? Well, I think it took us out. Said explore the lower ruins, so I have a feeling I didn't go the right way. don't know. I feel like there should be more to it, right? That's back out. Your workday's almost over? Well, I will be jumping into Red Dead Redemption here a little bit. And you can listen to that. Guess I'm not seeing where the tunnel is, where it said you could go lower. Because I think this takes us back out, right? I don't see any other walls we can bust through. Well, if that's all there is, it's kind of anticlimactic, if you ask me. I mean, they made a big deal about it being cursed, right? She sure didn't drop down very gracefully, did she? Oh no, there's... Is this where we came in? Well, that's not a new place. Or a new fast travel point. Can we climb? All right, well, let's go back to the fast travel point. We'll get back to our house. And we will end this game, and then we're going to come back to our next one, Red Dead Redemption. Today we're going to be doing some hunting for legendary animals, which is what we did last Friday. And Curbs in Oz will be back to help us out. He's already plotted a path for us. I was hoping to find that Toflon guy to talk about the scales. I was hoping there would be an end to that quest if we talk to him and he's like, well, okay, I'll find something else, you know. I don't know that I'm gonna do the online experience where it's really cooperative, but I do enjoy having someone who knows the game kind of hang out with me and talk with me and tell me that what, you know, their different tips and tricks, and makes it much more social, even though I'm in a solo version of the game. And then I had a guy named Vontae come in the other day and hang out. I don't know. I get everybody in there and we just have a great big party while I'm playing the game. All right, let's save, because I don't know how the save works yet. I'm gonna have to watch a video on how the combat works. I play online, it's not nearly as enjoyable to me as a solo. It is a way to play with others, but, you know, having Curbs or Vontae or one of the guys in the voice chat with me is another way to include them. But the online looks so, I don't know, so much more complicated. And it's not related, right? You don't even play Arthur or anybody in the game. So anyway, so I just need to take a break long enough to get some food, get ready for Red Dead. So I will, let's go find someone, if you don't mind, guys over on Twitch, especially you guys that came in from the last raid. Let me see if I can raid you out to somebody else. I know there's a few people out there playing that I like to support. And then if you want to come back in about 50 minutes, we're going to do some Red Dead Redemption, little legendary hunting today. All right. And Bradokin, you'd be welcome to join us if you'd like. All right. Let's, I'm going to put you on the end screen. It's got a really nice soundtrack, and hopefully I picked one of the songs that's pleasant to listen to while I find somebody for us to raid. So quit adulting long enough to go play.